Hi everyone, this is Sara Espinosa from the Illinois Student Assistance Commission. Today I want to talk to you about Illinois College2Career. Illinois College2Career is an online tool that provides information on Illinois colleges and universities and their career outcomes. It is designed to assist students and families in making an informed college decision. The tool, which is mobile-friendly, allows you to compare information across Illinois institutions. But what makes this tool unique is that in comparison to other college search tools, Illinois College2Career provides Illinois-specific information on career outcomes based on college graduates from Illinois colleges and universities. The tool allows you to sort the data available by two different categories. First, you have college categories, which include information about the institution, such as admissions criteria, graduation and retention rates, and financial aid. So for example, if your biggest concern is cost, you can choose to view information on cost after aid and student debt. This will show you the average cost for attending each institution after financial aid has been applied and the average student debt you may accumulate for attending each institution. On the other hand, area of study categories allow you to view information on career outcomes for college graduates from Illinois institutions based on your intended area of study. This includes information such as earnings and employment in Illinois. For example, if you selected you were interested in engineering, you will be able to see how much money engineering college graduates from different institutions are earning. Similarly, you'd be able to see the percentage of engineering college graduates from each of those institutions that are employed in the state of Illinois. With Illinois College2Career, you decide what criteria are important to you when searching for college. To get started, visit the Illinois College2Career website at www.ilcollege2career.com. You will have the option of completing a 7-step tutorial to familiarize you with the website. The website and tutorial are available in both English and Spanish. When you are ready to begin, select your preference between 2-year and 4-year colleges. Next, select your intended area of study. This will then narrow down the list of colleges to only those that offer programs in that area of study. Then you will select the colleges you'd like to explore. You can select them all or choose only those that you're interested in. Lastly, you will click See Results, and on the next page, you will have the option to filter the information by the categories I previously mentioned. Select the categories that matter most to you and learn more about what each institution has to offer. We hope this tool will help you make a more informed decision to determine which Illinois institution is the best match for you. Now I'll turn it over to my colleague, Erin Mitchell, who will provide a detailed walkthrough of the Illinois College2Career tool. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Erin Mitchell from the Illinois Student Assistance Commission. I'm going to give you a quick run-through of the Illinois College2Career web tool. When you go to the website, you'll see what's on my screen here. This opening pop-up gives you a little introduction, telling you that the tool can help the user with their education and career goals in Illinois. Up at the top of this pop-up, you can also toggle between English and Spanish versions of the tool. And down here, we have the option to go through a tutorial or skip it and go straight to using the tool. I'll be your tutorial for right now, so I'm going to skip it, but I do recommend that you go through it if you need help. It walks you through all of the main things that are in the tool. It's also short, which is very nice. I'll click Find Your Match now, and we're brought straight to the tool. Speaking of help, you'll notice these question mark icons on all of the screens. If you aren't sure what to do or what something is, just click a question mark for more information. This main screen is pretty simple. It walks you through each step. Starting at the top, it says choose your options and go. The very first thing the user needs to do is select either a 2-year or 4-year college as the college type, right here under what type of college do you want to attend. I'll click 4-year college as an example. Once the user has chosen either the 2-year or 4-year college type, you'll notice that the next 2 steps are no longer grayed out, and the user can now make a selection. Both default to all, and the user can leave them that way and go straight to their results, or they can change them if they would like. The first question is, what are you planning to study? Here the user can choose an area of study that they may be interested in. I'll click engineering as an example, And the next question says, what colleges would you like to explore? And this is populated with only the colleges that contain the selected area of study. So in this example, only colleges that offer an engineering area of study. I'll click all and apply, and now we can see results. We are then brought to the results screen. At the top of the screen, you will see you can click Start Over, which would take you back to the previous screen. And you can also see the selections that you had made. For example, I selected 4-year and engineering, and all of the schools that I selected are displayed below. If you notice this key here that says blue is better, that is telling you how to read all of these little charts that we have for each school. For example, a low student debt would be considered better than a higher student debt, so the lower debts are blue, while the higher debts are yellow. The schools with more blue scores or better scores will show up higher on this list than the schools with more yellow scores, which are lower. This default method of sorting is called best match, but if you notice this sort by button towards the top, we can resort the results in several ways. We can sort alphabetically. We can sort by distance, which will ask you to enter a zip code. I'll put in 60015. And the results will resort by the schools that are closest to that zip code showing up first. We can also resort by any of these different categories or columns here in the results. For example, I'll sort by earnings in Illinois, and the schools with the highest earnings for those that did engineering will show up first. You'll also notice these labels here that say college categories and area of study categories. That is telling you that the categories under the college categories heading are displaying data for the entire college, not just the selected area of study. For example, this is the student debt for students from the entire college or university, not just for the engineering area of study. In contrast, these area of study categories are displaying data that is specific to the engineering area of study. $80,460 is the average yearly earnings for Illinois, average yearly earnings in Illinois for Northwestern graduates who studied engineering, with this black bar showing the range for all colleges and universities with engineering, and the entire colored bar showing the range for all areas of study, not just engineering. While these 5 categories that we see here are the default categories that are displayed for the 4-year college type, the user can change the categories that they would like to see by clicking this button here that says Edit Categories. When we do that, a window opens that shows us our current selections at the top, as well as all of our selection options down here at the bottom. We have more options within the college categories as well as within the area of study categories, and I can click these arrows to expand the options within each. In addition, if the user does not know what a category is just from its name alone, they can check this box up here to expand descriptions below each of the variable names. If this description is still not clear enough, the user can select Show More to see a longer and more detailed description. Whichever categories the user selects, when they click Apply, the results will display those categories. From this results screen, the user can also get more information by clicking on any of the school names. For example, when I click Northwestern, you see this little window open up. If the user clicks School Details, another window will open that displays more information about the school, in this case Northwestern, and the information they will see comes from the Illinois Career Information Systems, or CIS. If the user clicks Graduates Entering the Job Market, they will be brought to a screen that displays information on the industries that graduates from Northwestern in the engineering area of study were working in. If they click Graduates Continuing Education, they will see the proportion of Northwestern graduates that enrolled in further schooling after graduation. And if they click Engineering Programs, they will see details about engineering programs at Northwestern. Back in the first screen, If I had chosen 2-year college as a school type instead of 4-year college, there are a few differences, but overall the tool works the same. You'll notice one of the changes is that we now have to enter a zip code before we can choose the area of study and the colleges that we want to see. I'll enter 60015. Then I'll choose public safety and all schools that have public safety and see results. Now on the results screen, the 5 default categories that are displayed are a little different, with categories relevant to 2-year schools instead of 4-year schools. And you'll notice that the first schools that show up will be the in-district schools for the zip code entered, while the out-of-district schools will show up below that. Otherwise, the tool works the same, and the user can resort their results or change the categories that they would like to see, or click on school name for more information. At the bottom of every screen, including the home screen, there are links that contain more information. You can click on any of these links, and I'll point out that data sources contains details about each of the categories, including their data source, the year, and the description or definition for both the categories in the 2-year college type and the 4-year college type. You can also click on the rest of these links for even more information. Lastly, you may have noticed that at the top right corner of each screen, there is an icon, and that is another location where the user can change between the English and Spanish versions of the tool. Thank you, everyone.